Hello everybody, welcome back to Adventures in the TARDIS with me, Trashy, and the author, Quill.
Hi. Since we're starting this earlier, what time do you have out there?
It is 7 AM. I mean, it's just 1 hour earlier than usual.
Okay.
I just woke up much earlier than my alarm would let me because those are much more precise alarms than my alarm clock. They knew that they wanted to eat. So
You should hit the snooze button by tapping their heads or their noses.
no, there's no matter is actually giving them food. And by the time you get up, you are already up.
Yeah, I understand that. I think a lot of people can relate to that.
But here I am. Hi, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
And today we are reading about some killing ghosts.
Now, what does that conjure an image of? What do you think?
I mean, my image immediately goes to trouble because of the king,
Right.
but it could also be the puppet master.
Alright.
There is a difference between cunning and evil again. We don't know what kind of kin we are talking about. Could be just a nice person kin from nothing as well.
Well, it says ghost, so it's more likely to lean on the darker side, but, yeah, we don't know. Or at least you don't know.
I mean, they could still just call the Ghostbusters.
Maybe they did. Is the AC too loud?
We can only hear it when you are talking, so it's fine.
Okay.
But yeah, let's start this episode
Go for it.
with some random music. We will see what we are gonna use later on. With any given heist operation, no matter how organized or who is doing it, there's a luxury and comfort a would-be thief can never count on. Oh yeah, we are in Saudi Arabia. I forgot about that part. So now, I actually think it's gonna be a genie. None.
Okay.
And it is certainty. We've got to roll the dice and see what happens. Take tonight, for instance. We had it all well thought out. We had our personnel in positions. Give each of them the needed equipment for the operation that we could spare. Then collected information and the whole 9 yards. I get to Mon Ami in. Mon Ami. I always want to say Mon Ami because of French. Mon Ami in. That's basically saying it, no? I discover that I am either late or my comrades started ahead of me too soon, or you are set up. For some of the city guards around this inn are unconscious outside. I mean, for all I know, you might be literally set up for all of your teammates.
I like to mention that I wrote like 2 paragraphs into this chapter when I first wrote it and stopped for a while because I realized that the vision I had prior was not correct. It was not the way the story felt like it needed to go. So from the 3rd paragraph onward, that was a massive change in direction.
And it happens. It happens.
Yeah.
When you know where you wanna go and oh wait, I was going the wrong way the whole time.
Well, I do, for my part, I do think the new direction ended up way better. We'll see if you agree.
I mean, I don't know the old direction.
Right. I'll explain later.
Then it also means that it should be suspicious. I mean, yeah, it should be. I mean, it is really easy for the guard to say that, okay, because you want. We are gonna let you go if you tell me about this guy. If you sell him out, we will let you operate on your own. We will even let you do your thing for a month. That's for not the whole time, but for a month we will let you go without unnoticed. And we know there is no other armory thieves. That's a well-known saying, right? No, my gang should be amateurish enough to leave unconscious guards in plain sight. Oh. I somehow missed that thing that the guards are unconscious outside. That's even more troublesome because that means that it's probably wasn't them.
Yeah, that's what he regards as suspicious.
There really are some idiots in the right sense, gang. But none of them are that dumb. Even if they were, they should be supervised by others who knew better. I mean, they should be in their sports and they are not there either, so probably they are taken out as well. Soon after I get the blatantly obvious hint that something has gone amiss. But I see a herd of police jumping out of the Monterey Inn while screaming in panic. A month later, I see two types of guards, those from Peter Saxon Actual and those hired by the inn. Both exit that immediately turned about and made for still other guests to leave the inn in an orderly fashion. Yeah, the princess had the idea that they are gonna try to murder her or something on this attack.
That's what you said. That's why she stayed at the inn instead of the palace.
Yeah.
But something weird happened here too.
This is when I realized that the heist had gone dramatically wrong. Or at least because something else had gone wrong. That we did not expect. Judging from the level of panic I am seeing from those exiting the Monterey Inn in a rush, it is to assume that there is a fire in the building or something equally intense. Well, all the knowledge of me, I suddenly stopped caring about the heist entirely. Something far more urgent is going down. Because of that, a large number of parents suddenly rushed to the forefront of my mind, which left me momentarily confused and numb, concerning which one I should target first. I mean, if it is the genie we are talking about in the title, then it is already under the influence of Jafar.
It could be, yeah.
I mean, the prince is already outside acting as a thief and not remembering anything. That sounds like magic to me. Before I even know it, and carefully register how I feel, I find myself in front of one of the guards, pushing the rest of the guests out of the building. In
as calm of a tone as he can muster. That's describing the way he's talking and his attitude.
Yeah, okay. My bad. And the combo told, as you can master. Yeah, I called milling in. You can read it as well, like that as well, but it doesn't make sense in that direction.
It's not that word of an N.
Yeah, I know. No, I didn't mean in. I meant inside the building. That's how I had it.
Yeah.
But I guess they're sitting into panic in this large green Earth Stallion too. What happened? What's going on here? I cry up for the rival. You are still, well-known criminal. Mr. Swift. You shouldn't show yourself that much. Come back, sir. Get a guard orders me firmly. To the way. Make me some room. Was there someone in the Monomoy Inn? What happened? Ask again. And nothing you need to concern yourself with. The Dark Hide hired isn't called Stallion. God. Wow. That's a long word. In one. The Dark Hide hired isn't called Stallion, God. On this inn. That's from the other side of the door. Just stay back. I can feel. But I have family in the Monomoy. I actually lied to the mud. Okay. This is a god hired from the inn, so this is not a castle god. Okay.
One of them was first there was a candlelight guard, and there's an inn that works for the inn. There's a guard that works for the inn.
But not a god working for Jafar. Other than knowing the name was you gave the
one that hired by the inn comes the closest to that, because at least he works for the city, but he actually works for the inn, not the palace guards.
They we don't know if they are sent by that. You can just hire a normal mercenary guard from the inn.
Yep.
And I believe that the royal guard or the castle guard would actually know his face, even if it's dark.
That would be more likely, yes.
No, it is true. I don't have association with police in there. Are they alright? I mean, you don't know. You might actually have a family in Monomoy. Because
hey, have a hard time remembering that.
Yeah, he has amnesia. For all I know,
right?
There might be people in there. I mean, not paper folio. Sorry. Then they should be evacuating the building soon. The Castle God sent me just a bit more calmly than now that he understands why I've been unusually persistent. And even if they don't, we can go back inside soon to search for silence as soon as we secure the majority of the guests and of the staff of the building. You still didn't tell us why you are evacuating. Right?
I think that's on purpose. He's not saying the reason. Well, imagine if he did say the building's on fire. He probably would expect a more panicked reaction, and that's not.
I mean, if the building is on fire, then you would probably see it from the outside. Unless from the smoke or anything.
That usually would be the first hint. Is some smoke starts pouring out the windows.
No, I believe it's not fire. Because he would have nothing that. Is the picture still inside too? I think. Aren't you concerned about her? Because the god's eye grows smaller as the expression tightens a bit. How do you know she's there?
Yeah, that's what the guard's thinking. Read on.
I mean, it doesn't make me following, and they walk through the city, so it shouldn't mean that other ways.
The news is a little bit public because she was marching the city in a giant parade.
Yeah.
Earlier that day. And it could be decently common knowledge that she stopped here.
You know what's surprising? I think they didn't have elephants in the parade.
Okay.
It was not mentioned. And I have not seen elephants in MRP yet. Because they will be probably sentient beings as well. In that world. They would be like Dumbo. It's clear to me that I started alone with that question. What she usually explained to me, with somewhat staying patient this time. She was the one who wanted me into this position. and to make sure every opponent makes it out of the building safely. Meanwhile, she is now doing what she can, and I know she has some armed escorts with her. Trust me when I say, she's probably the last one in danger here. You missed the opportunity to say that, sorry, the princess is another in.
She's not. You wouldn't lie to him.
I mean, it's a random citizen who is asking about the princess. You would want to lie about it, right? Also, let me change the rule. What's in the problem? What seems to be a problem with your guy? They were playing in the other room. Making a mess. But the panic mare and that is the guard upon exiting the building and convinced that she lost some of her force in there. I think it is a truthful tale, and I moved about what I just heard. I think there is some kind of emergency in there. No, she shuddered. And I don't know sense are responsible for this. They should not be screwed up this badly. They should not have. Whatever this is something else entirely. Bad timing on our part, I guess. I mean, no, because you haven't entered the building yet, I assume.
The heist was supposed to occur tonight, but something else occurred during that night that's basically interrupting this. Something the thieves did not expect, so yeah, bad timing.
I mean, the real bad timing would be if they are in there and they are blamed for it.
I guess that'd be worse.
I mean, they can still be blamed.
Yep.
Because we know that that is always a thing that even if they don't know the culprit or don't find the culprit or the culprit is someone who is in higher standard, they are gonna put the blame on someone. Because that would put the citizens in ease that, we found the culprit. We killed them. So they would definitely use the Red Sand pirates. They are not pirates. The Red Sand as scapegoats.
Well, that and Grimwald seem to have this uncanny ability to keep identifying wherever Swifthoof is. So this inn could be a trap.
Yeah, and also he still hasn't found his Red Sand. Not other people.
Correct. They should be in the inn somewhere.
I mean, no, they should be outside yet. They shouldn't have been started yet. He said
Well, yeah. Well, wherever their position is, that's what they should be.
Yeah. They should be outside patrolling and checking out when we are all together here. We should go in. Originally, we had plan to see a Princess Arthur's talk. You mean the meme, right?
Uh-huh.
You say, if you still didn't say it last time, didn't fix the words for me last time, then I wouldn't have known. But I remembered.
Huh?
But she was sleeping, but that option is nearly out of the table now. Oh, really? I remember what I said? That Celestial really doesn't really have any emotional connection to any of her treasures, except her meme. I'm just gonna talk. I mean, then now it makes sense why he would know something when he touches them.
Well, if you're right, that's the reason they're going after it. As something of sentimental value that she might pay to get back.
Yeah. There's a chance that our prize is still in her room, and unguarded due to the emergency. But based on what I had heard, there is no way that in TARDIS that we even catch her sleeping now, unless one of us in the cold of the centers. That, or whatever else, is the source of all of this panic. I mean, now you don't even have a chance to get inside unless you are literally, making ahead of the panic, making use of the panic.
You could do that. A skilled thief would.
Yeah? But a skilled thief knows when to go in and when to stay away.
Correct.
This has stayed a powerful and seemingly immortal icon for request here. I heard she is quite a well-trained sorceress. So, the order so he is the least body in the building at the moment. Yes. But I can't dismiss the suspicion or coincidence that all of this happened on the one night that she is staying here. Yeah, it's not a coincidence because you were supposed to go in there as well.
Uh-huh.
Furthermore, while the odds of her being in several danger right now are little remote, the consequences of her downfall will end up extremely severe. Not just from her own country, but the whole world in general, because she is the one solely responsible for the rotation of the sun and the moon. I was about to, if you didn't write that, then I would have said the same thing.
Yep.
And they would have found out the problem that she was lying and she is not even rising the sun and the moon.
Yeah. The risk is minimal, but if something does happen to her, the consequences are severe. And there's also the fact that this occurred tonight when she was coming to this inn. So whatever this attack might be, perhaps it's specifically planned for her and prepared for her.
Yeah, and I still have the idea on that has not been dismissed. That in my mind, the sky over West here is fake, and the sun and the moon are just illusions. There are probably sun and moons, but the ones they are rising and not putting down are the real sun and the moon.
People will have more evidence that it's real rather than it's fake. So he's cautious about assuming it's fake.
I mean, the only evidence we have is the stuff that the king talking made and Twilight.
Right. Well, yeah, Discord played with it too.
Yeah. And you know what? This is probably the reason why I think that it is an illusion.
Let's get to you.
Because of that, I feel it is very important to confirm her status soon, and make sure she is not in several trouble. And if she is, help out in any way I reasonably can. I mean, most are bad. I told like I told the day, most are really bad for the environment. Because I would say all of the living beings need that circle.
At the very least, the sun and the moon does affect the ambient lighting conditions of the environment.
I mean, nah. Not only that, but I want to check my other game members and make sure they are okay too. And I want to check out what this danger is exactly. Because I can help. Why would they let a civilian pony in there? Especially when they are literally evacuating the civilians. I look at the sticky approach to the side into the side window. But thanks to the mayor in front of me detecting the guards, I just have seen. Hey! One of them hollers after me, but I ignore him. And in fact, they are too busy ushering everybody else out of the building. They already know why I have an incentive to explore this place too. So my behavior won't even seem too suspicious to them. I know. It has the ratio of being the truth too. I mean, you are literally going on protecting your family if they are in
Right.
the...
He's checking because of his concerns, genuine concerns. He's a nice pony.
Yeah, in the meantime, from the outside we see Latin police talking to the guard. Yeah, he just went in.
Could be.
Hey, anybody know what's going on here? In here? I stopped and questioned a massive looking brown unicorn stallion, who was dressed in a royal blue robe and wears a similar cloth turban with a red jewel in it. Despite all that, he doesn't look too composed, but he seemed more confused than frightened. Honestly, sir, I have no idea. The massive looking stallion replied, all I do know is that I was trying to sleep on the upper floor, but all of a sudden the water herself rapped on my door, wakes me up, and tell me I have to evacuate this building immediately. That's why I'm still here. I can't just leave my jewels unattended. I have to get them all before leaving, right? You know the jewels that are in my the side table on in the second drawer. Whatever it is, it has something to do with the fourth floor. Another Papa Ma explained, as she ushers her family immediately out of the foyer. Oh, this is a much bigger inn than I would have assumed.
Oh yeah, it's. Well, we just talked about wealthy pony here. This is high scale hotel.
Yeah, I thought it was like it had like 1 or 2 floors, but it has 4th floor as well.
At least, maybe there's more. She says only the problems on the fourth floor.
Yeah, and that's why I said it, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Any idea why? I had the other man and I spin them out. The face hurt, expecting this time. Something to do with the ghost. He called back to me, but her voice is too down out by the surrounding crowd. A ghost? Is she serious? I mean, there would be police there then who would be like, nah. Then it makes sense why the guard wasn't saying anything if it's a ghost.
That's exactly the reaction of the one who's speaking right now.
Yeah.
Skeptical.
Skeptical. The rest of the match on Sunday on Earth beside me, in the lawyer and disbelief. I seriously got woken up for a ridiculous hater like that? He goes and rolls his eyes before proclaiming, that's it, I am demanding my money back, and I shall not be writing a glowing review of this place. For sure. I mean, it is not their fault that the ghost is deciding to come here. But
Stallion with high standards would be easy to trigger. Or at least they tend to be.
But I'm gonna blame the innkeeper already. If they knew that the princess is coming, I would not let anyone else in the inn to begin with. Because all of the guards and everyone else needs a place to sleep as well.
I'd say the staff at the inn is blameless if the ghost is new.
Yeah. But still, why are there other police in the inn? To begin with. Why are there civilians while the princess is staying there?
There are a few inns on the world that's actually popular specifically because of they're haunted.
Yeah, but
that's
this
not
is
the
not
vibes.
one of them.
Yeah, this is not the vibes we're getting here. This is a high-class hotel.
Yeah?
For wealthy clientele.
A ghost? I'm always since I cannot believe what I heard earlier. But the most important information I can discern from that report is that the main activity seems to be on the first floor, for now. And for a thing, it has something to do with the ghost. Also though, this one I shouldn't even have gotten much enough to reach a very high class clientele. It will always have supernatural attitude within, and not enough to evoke mass exodus from this place.
Exodus. Yeah.
At any moment, no, it's exodus.
Okay. Well,
Obliterate!
Then I'll have to go back and fix the original chapter to make sure that spelling is correct.
Nah. Fine. At least this narrows down my search somewhat, if I wish to think of that sort. I narrow my eyes and look over my shoulder to down the hallway. And most other ponies are fleeing from. Somewhere down there, I know I will find some sand leading to the upper floor. I am literally just checking if I can read from the other monitor as well. I can.
Is it easier or harder?
It is smaller, so it is harder.
Okay.
I mean, in front of me, it looks like a whole screen. On the other side, it looks like a little full screen size.
Okay.
I mean, I can show you what it looks like. Give me a second.
Well, if you're going to show me on a cell phone, that would be smaller still.
It's even smaller.
Okay.
I mean, can I?
Ah,
You
so
can see the
you took a
difference.
picture of that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. One's like much more stretched out. And in fact, is one of those screens kind of rounded?
Most of them are. No, one of them, yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
my friend and former roommate has a screen like that.
I mean, most of them are rounded, but one of them is actually a lot more rounded.
Could say curved, I guess.
Yeah, God. It's more to the actual word.
Read through this paragraph, and as soon as you get to past the scene break, I recommend spooky sounds and sounding song.
Okay. I know I find some stairs leading to the upper floor. I decided to search the floor floor. In particular for the princess or the red sand. They could be elsewhere. But if they are, then they probably aren't in danger anywhere else. So I better immerse out in the wrong place. That could be a problem. I mean, this also sounds like a little bit spooky.
You can go ahead and leave it then if you think it's appropriate.
Yeah. I don't know if we have actual spooky. There you go.
That's better. That's actually better.
The weapon I got from the earlier floors suddenly changed drastically when I reached the first floor. Sure, the architecture and decor of the place, and the place's floor design on the wall, had not changed much, but there is something awfully eerie about the sudden silence I got as soon as I stepped into the first floor. Yeah, you know why? Because police from the first floor had already been evacuated
Evacuated.
before.
Yeah.
And we can play the 20-minute witchcraft. We can play episode. It is also the first floor, but I cannot that is devoid of any poniard. And if that isn't enough, the big glow lights hanging in the wall are faded and fluctuating. It is as if some force is trying to extinguish them, but the lights are failing to hold on. I guess number of those natural lighter doesn't work at the moment. Occasionally, I also hear gold kicking in the wall. and in the shape of this hallway is slowly transforming forcefully. I admit, I don't remember much, but all that which I do recall, I have never encountered anything like this before. A chill sinks into my soul. Yet, there is a part of me that can't help but feel like this is some kind of charade. This is just too abnormal. Fortunately, I step into the red carpeted hallway itself, where I knew I hear my footsteps stomp on the floor. I would have said the other way around. You must have heard your footsteps before, she offered. Right? Somebody normally deafening footsteps.
Yeah, the first part of the next sentence is normally I wouldn't.
Normally I wouldn't. But I didn't mean a normal background noise. But when the night... Nay! Absolute silence. I know it's a lie, but still. Of everything else on this floor, somehow the normal background noise seems to get magnified here. I mean, that is literally the usual thing when you are trying to sleep in the night. Gathering my courage, I ventured on to explore this hallway. As I do so, I see inside that compound the idea that something very eerie is going on here. Maybe the music in the background. Examples of that are some of the doors to various hotel rooms in this hallway are open. But nobody is within. Why would that be eerie? You know they are being evacuated. Inside the rooms, I don't see too many signs of struggle, or at least I want to look to the rooms. I mean, yeah, that seems normal to me. They don't like to have me accessed by thieves looking for valuable goods. Yeah, you know it's a ghost. Don't think about that. There's a very likely highly valuable goods in each of these rooms, and I happen to know that I gave them a try in this place tonight, and they ignored this golden opportunity. They haven't even been inside yet. For all we know. After all, they should have waited for you, and you were like, "Oh wait, am I late? Why is the gas out already?"
When you said after all, I thought you were reading on.
Oh no. Oh, that's how it was. No, I didn't even read that. After all, the Monomoy Inn contains a very massive pattern. Even if the rooms are totally vacant of any pattern, some of the appliances and furniture of the rooms alone are worth having. Yet each of the rooms appears largely untouched. I mean, no. But the only thing I see that is odd in any of them is some objects, and the rooms might get abandoned in a hurry. I still don't understand why you are so surprised about that. The things from the room didn't even take their own knowledge, and maybe not even their money. I mean, yeah, when the guard comes in to tell you that you need to evacuate now, unless they are saying that we are evacuating you because of the ghost, then you would actually do it. Eventually, I got something else that puts me on edge. That is painted images of Poland nestled within the walls and floor in very odd places. Whenever I can see faces of these two little images, they seem frozen in horror. Oh, so this ghost didn't scan the poses inside, but he scanned the pictures. I see them on the wall, I see them on the floor, and then the image of it moves, and the lower legs are on the floor. And the upper body is suddenly gone, radically part the way of the wall. Oh my god, I know what's going on. I know what's going on. We have to bring him off. It's his fault. And here. It is him. Do you even know this guy? Who can put your soul into cards or pictures, for that matter.
Well, that's related, all right.
It's better just for me. I mean, if I put up a more known picture of him, like this one, it will be more obvious.
I've at least seen him before.
Yeah, he literally had the ability to put your soul into the cards. I mean, he was not the only one who can do that, but he was known for it. The majority of these images of living police were good, which are rare taste for an entire race. I mean, not really. I have seen more accessories for the appearance of Saudi Arabian police in the show. But that tend to be more common among the martial elites. I mean, yeah, we have seen only the martial elites in there, so yeah. I grew up and I look upon them. This is far from normal, but I have to remember that I live in a magical world. And because things are like this are common, doesn't mean it's impossible to believe. Based on everything I've seen so far, I'm beginning to think that those images were once real police. The person knows their mark and tells the magical quality, or someone is just playing joke on you and they are just fainting.
That could be too.
Since they are not moving as through the image either, this is not a reference to Harry Potter then. Part of me has assumed that they might as well be dead. No, because if we are talking about paralysis, they didn't move in the cross either. They were literally frozen. And I mentioned things that are even more creepy. I got to see images of police in the walls and the floor. But sometimes more, but the colors are more faded and smeared. The gold, the more smeared and scratched. Eventually, it's like they are just leaving those frozen pans that leave ink, which stretch further across the walls and floors. I mean, I would be more worried about those guys who are not fully being reconstructed as paintings. You know, their soul might not be intact. On the hunt, I go back and explore the images I already passed. When I do, I see the colors are more faded now too. But it never happened when I was looking at them. Then they can only change when I'm not looking at them. Where have we seen this before? People are changing when you are not looking at them. We are well known for the kind gangers, right? I came suddenly seized my attention from further down the hall that I haven't explored yet. I whipped my hat to look in the direction, then galloped her to her in a hurry. While I put in, I remember how Kate this all is. Why am I helping toward the shame? I mean, we know that you are very well known for trying to do good for your citizens. It is in your blood to do so. Arriving to the scene, I burst up in the opera room. I witnessed a crowded move freely in the fancy dress. They say, what are you doing? I know it's not sexy, but the voice came to mind immediately. I mean, if it would be later than it will be, because we knew that 60 was literally going to the area as well.
I think you're in the beginning of the second line.
Yeah, the fancy dress shivering and melting into the floor, and wall in one of the hotel rooms. A larger figure, which seemed to be a stallion, loomed over her and jamming a shining black cane with a white tip into her body. There is the cane. Jaffa, what are you doing? Also, I imagine that they are literally picture frames, but no, they are just melting, they are just painting. Right?
They're melting into a painting on the floor and walls.
Oh. The money is all. To though insofar as it is hazy, he still lies behind the mirage, and Mr. Fogg hangs close to his body. And too late. The second the finish shakes into a flat to the image of herself in the bottom corner of the wall and floor. Her image was painted over a close carpet. The silence was loomed over her in still for a moment before slowly turning to his head, back to look at me. And cases like this are like I literally believing that other than they are like, oh, I just want it, I just do it because it's fun, or I just do this because I want skills, or there is another one that they believe that I'm helping them, I'm making their soul invincible to the paintings of my creations. Either of that is crazy. We know. It seems he was on some kind of blue cord in life, and he wears white tuxedo that covers the upper half of his body. On his head, he has a white fedora cap with a black stripe. I'm gonna see what the next one is because it's gonna end right now. Definitely not. There you go. Then he further turns his head to look at me as he lays a white porcelain mask on his face. Then the face are getting gone. They shows of fat white teeth. And on the other side, there's a sad face. And he reminds me of Phantom of the Opera. Most don't have the pen, a few centimeters in a straight line. The eyes I can keep in mind. It's in the black, man like eye pupils are tiny small, but yet the most a highly decayed look. As for the nose of the creature, it is forward, about 4 inches from the mask.
tried to find pictures of that once. I thought I saw it somewhere before. I wonder if you can picture it. A white porcelain mask with that's mouth open in the grin, fat teeth, tiny beady eyes, but the eyes are also spread really wide.
Can.
Welcome to Doctor Who. The show's gotten like this before.
There you go. This one doesn't have a nose, but something like that.
Their eyes are wrong too. This one's like a happy expression, where the other ones be giant wide circles with a tiny dot in the middle. And the mouth is not curvy. Well, it is to a grin, but you see the teeth in this case.
And we can open up this one then.
That's closer. Yeah.
We can go more detailed.
That's closer still.
Yeah, we are not finding the perfect picture, but
You're on the right track.
there you go. I found. There you go.
How about that?
Yeah, we know what you're talking about. That is the meaning. In this moment, I finally noticed something unusual, and that is a me sound. It's thicker then. And the sound got thicker.
Okay.
It's either the meat or hard meat sound that I made over and over again in the 4-bit system. I don't know where the sound is coming from though. Maybe the world, maybe myself, maybe this ghost creature, or it could even me in the very eye itself. I can't tell if I feel it on my heart or within my own body. Oh yeah, that happened to me when I was near a subwoofer. And the music is loud, you can actually feel the music.
Bum 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 bum. Regular rhythm of 4 drum beats.
Yeah. I mean, I just imagine there's a song on called Meat in Italy 4-bit as well. So yeah, that is 4-bit as well. Just like a lot of music. The teacher is saying nothing to me, and I can't even hear the rustle of his clothes. From him, there's absolute silence, and this entity is entirely incapable of making a sound of any kind. He was looking silent toward the mouth and slammed the cage into the floor. But again, it made no sound. He seemed to simply stare at me. Actually, his hand to his side, just slightly to the left. The movement is so faint, I trust myself if I imagine it. For some reason, I can't fathom of her. I don't panic. I know it's not phantom, it's phantom. I do feel fear, too, but I don't lose my mind like many other opponents I have had earlier did. I mean, they didn't only lose their mind, they lose their bodies as well. Maybe it's because part of me still can't believe that this is happening. That this must be a sign of some kind. It's just a thing. But knowing as I'm not moving, the ghost isn't either. I see why you're thinking that you might be believing that, oh, did I even see him move or did he not move? Because you blinked. That's why he takes his hand. He is doing the same thing as the Weeping Angels. He's not moving until you are looking at him. Even though he did subjugate now. He seems to understand me with a tail keeping my mask. When he pulls like this, I swear that the phone and meat are slowly getting louder and louder. Beyond that, it feels as if he's waiting for something. And isn't getting what he wants yet. He wants you to run. Maybe he wants my fear first because he can attack me. Or perhaps he wants me to flee in panic first before he attempts to chase me. Since I said what he might want, I don't get it to him, or at least not completely. I do back off, but I do so very slowly, and keep my gaze fixed on him. If there's any movement from him, then I want him to know. Want to know it about it immediately. I won't make eye contact with it for him, even for expectations. Yeah, you can make outside the door, but then what are you gonna do?
Yeah, eventually the door frame's gonna scare him.
And then it seems to work. And the images in the walls that can change so long as I'm looking at them. This entire remains frozen in place, too. Except maybe a slight turn of his hand. Keep his gaze then looked in my eyes. Even as I slowly change position. The door flame slowly keeps up at my peripheral vision. I'm slowly making up, and there are the door flame into the hallway. In other time, he does not move in this time movement. The zombies, they keep getting louder. By all the holy sands, when it is going to stop getting louder? I mean, obviously when you stop looking at him. I fully back up into the hallway and keep my gaze fixed on the open door. And look at that side at it, the entity doesn't seem to advance to that point. But I am nervous that I have lost line of sight to him. If he really is the ghost, I can dismiss the possibility that he can walk to the wall and the man behind me. And since he seems utterly silent, I have no warning of this approach at all. Unless I can look with your side of him again. Pretty much the only ultimate thing I can hear is the repeating 4 numbers over and over again. Usually these things can teleport as well.
Oh, she needs a smoke bomb though.
What?
She needs a smoke bomb though.
Yeah? No, I mean just chase space with full speed. Until eventually I hear some footsteps advancing to my position or someone behind me. And then I look behind to see who it is. And I fear it is to have some new companion anyway. And it is very likely it is the ghost. Yeah, because the ghost isn't making sound. And now that you are here, you can be blamed for all of this. I just started when the hoof landed upon my right shoulder. Right for man, I don't think the pressure there is very light. Apparently it is meant to be a gesture of comfort. Okay, so it is definitely not a guard. It could be either your friend has squad, I don't know his name, or
Red Star.
Red Star, or it could be the doctor.
Well, Red Star would have a hard time reaching Swifthoof's shoulder. He's a colt. He's pretty short right now. And he has a mangled wing.
Yeah, but probably no, he could.
Really reach his shoulder either. Swifthoof needs to duck or Red Star has to hop on his back. And then from there, yes, he can access the shoulder.
I mean, but you can still lift up your arm. You don't have to hold it like this.
Actually, yeah, I guess you're right.
You are very excited to hold your position like this. And excited arms. Consider me very impressed. That sounds like the doctor to me. Are you the only survivor here? That's another voice further back from me. Notice how steady she sounds. It is also arranged with an air of authority. Nobody ever would call it unusual in a hotel like this, with such a wealthy clientele, but this situation is far from normal. It seems like the princess was not the only unusual guest in this
Yeah.
I hear my gaze fade at the door I emerged from, while feeling convinced that in the only reason the ghosts haven't advanced upon the yet. That I have noticed so far.
The answer to the question from the paragraph above. Are you the only survivor here?
I found the answer when I not yet had enough moisture in my mouth at all. Until I tried, I didn't notice how dry my mouth was. It's in there, isn't it? The sending calm silent ass beside me, and silent behind me. The creature that caused all of this mess. I believe so, I answered back. I think it can move and realize that it, or the area it needs to emerge from. Ah, that takes me back. And the other cellular is a soul of familiarity. Yup. I called what he's referencing.
Yeah.
You've encountered this creature before? Asked Kishore. No, but I mean I met others like it. He answered. I don't think I know what this hell is. Stand back, my little pony. But Command the man behind me. With an air of regal authority. Ah, it might be the princess. I mean, yeah, we know she is there. Also, I noticed that my face can be a little bit off.
If that is her, that's the first spoken word she ever said in this entire story.
I mean,
Are you the only survivor here?
yeah, this is the
first-
first thing.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the second thing that she said.
Yep.
And at the moment, I noticed a brilliant shimmering golden glow in this hallway. It is only in that moment do I notice a shadow in the floor. I am still looking away from the doorway, but I notice may lose that shadow, and the one behind me is unusually tall. Moreover, she possesses a more large waist and a tall horn. Princess Celestia! I guess it's sure. That almost sounds like, oh my goodness. We may take it from here, but there's a short and she advances ahead of me. It's not through, which is enough to allow me to stand this stallion in a brown earth pony bag or green necktie. You have very much awareness from other sides as well, even though you're looking ahead. Here you can see mark over the hourglass, and for some reason, is biting into a weird metallic device in his mouth. Are you sure about this, Your Majesty? I asked cautiously. It would be unfortunate for us all if anything were to happen to you. Let's imagine this creature has killed others in highly unusual ways. You might not be prepared to deal with this thing. I mean, this is when you should actually tell them that I have seen him see the creature put a cane through the other and this mountain. Nothing will happen to me because I will not allow it. Yeah, it's easy to say. It just says it stands firmly as she gives a big stab at the open doorway for a moment. Until she glances back at me over her right shoulder with a sinking eye pupil. And she ordered me firmly, "Go!" You know what a good team would do right here? You would go, but also grab the torch and also go with it. If you would actually care about them. I was complying accidentally, but then I failed when the spitter has the right eye staring back at me, suddenly wanted to be sure. I knew she recognized him. It looks like she is building a rose right now, literally. But she seems to be staring back at me. I mean, you literally are a rose if we are talking about my theory. Which seems to be slowly and but surely we are getting evidence that it is actually the truth. Just to check, I finally look over my shoulder to see if the ghost has somehow started behind me. But no. The rest of the hallway here seems clear. The man standing underneath beside Princess Celestia regarded me her with surprise as well. It looks like he does not expect her reaction to me at all. He regarded to me curiously. If I might be a character in a safe place, they shouldn't be here. But I am not in the script, they swear. I mean, you would have to ask vision if you are in the script or not. Or maybe Pinkie Pie. This is very odd. I know her, but everybody knows her. Why in the world does she recognize me in this one? I'm just a citizen, and no pony. I am just a pony. I make mistakes, just like every pony else. Of course, my voice doesn't go too far, like either. Is she concerned to my past for some reason? Yeah, I feel that to ask her, but we are interrupted when the entity finally advances up to the doorframe. The master regards this as well. Then, for some reason, the metal device is marching on every time it's down, and the light ignites at him. Yes, go! The master ordered me. Oh, yes, go. I thought that was the ghost. The master ordered me. But his speech is muffled because of the device in his mouth. And lost, I finally panicked. I spin about and get up away as far as my legs can carry me. And I ran away. I didn't find out anything at all. And you have a confession to make. Oh no. And this is what you mentioned before, right?
I think so. Oh yeah, it is.
When I first wrote it, my original plan was to go to with the height of Celestial Star. Maybe also a shade encounter with all. A threshold underlying because please told Celestia as going to use that force against this other underling. Or the other way around. It probably is. Not is as As this hero was to try and maintain the peace between them. I was just a few hours into the story when something went wrong. Yeah, that makes sense. This could happen later on as well, but yeah, this makes a lot more sense, yeah. I agree with the changes. This is a much better direction than going through with the eyes.
Oh
That
yeah,
could
it's a lot more
happen
interesting.
as well, but then again, how are you gonna introduce the Doctor here? Because he would have already seen this.
I had several scenarios going on with that, but things just getting a little more momentum now, and this is way more Doctor Who vibes in this chapter.
On the 12th day of Christmas.
The next chapter we post on December 29th.
Okay, then the next chapter is gonna be on December 29th. No. That would be very odd if I did that. But I know it's gonna be today or tomorrow. It's gonna be in 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 days. Probably,
Okay.
yeah. Probably 5 days. If that is okay with you.
Sure. Yeah, please post the link in Discord. In the meantime, what did you think of this chapter?
It's very nice. I don't know who this creature is or what that creature is. I did call that it's acting like a mixed with Pegasus and also the Sleeping Angels. But that is a well-known trope of the monsters not moving while you are looking at them.
Yeah, but there are some hints about who this is. That outfit was exactly what the Master was wearing, plus he had that cane. And that 4 drum beats was another hint. But the fact that it was playing in the air, that was weird.
And also it
It
was
was...
a see-through, that was weird as well.
Uh-huh. But it was established in the earlier chapters that the Master in this incarnation is a magician, and a scary good one.
I mean, this might not be the. I mean, this might be the master's body, but it might be actually being controlled by a little puppet master. Well, we know.
Yeah, and whatever it is, Celestia and the Doctor is acting kind of tense about it.
Yeah. I mean, they also probably knew about this is gonna happen. I don't know if this is the future Doctor or the past Doctor. Because time remind me stuff.
Oh yeah, there could be that.
This might be actually the Doctor that haven't as the master who traveled with him yet.
That's possible. And that's if that really is the Master. Perhaps it's something else. Because ghostly entities like that have been in the show too.
And ghostly entities known to copy other beings who are strong enough to be scary.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we just have to think about not the mimic, but the other thing that is literally copying your fear. What is it called?
Copying your fear. Not sure what you mean.
Let me see. Oh, they call it a Burgos. A creature that mimics your worst fear.
You mean from the Harry Potter?
Yeah. I mean, it's not just Harry Potter, but
Okay.
but it is known from there. I'm pretty sure there are mimics like this in other things as well.
So, got a couple theories to toss around, but nothing's confirmed yet.
Yeah.
Just something very weird was going on that fourth floor. It was the reason why they thought it was haunted.
I mean, it is haunted. And if it wasn't obvious, now the next chapter title is gonna tell us that it is Master that we are on mode.
And it says, my master.
I mean, that could be
Yeah.
referring to the genie as well. And also,
Oh,
the
yeah.
genie was blue as well,
Right.
just like Shark.
It's the wild.
Wait. If this is the Master, and now the blue young penny who was being matted into the ground, that still could be Trixie.
Sure, if Trixie was invited to time travel too, which is possible. Last we established, the doctor was interested to examine her.
I mean, we know the doctor is not the only one capable of time travel.
Furthermore, we also know that Trixie, and we don't know from what age starting, but she was interested in magician business.
Yeah.
Probably following in her father's footsteps. Actually, her uncle too. This chapter is actually the longest in the entire arc. It even eclipses the climax chapter by just a little bit.
I mean, it is not far from Trixie to go to Saudi Arabia, as we know. That was actually the plan to go with someone until they used up all their money and sold the car.
Yep.
So, it might be because of this. Well, we know. She might have been there as a little children as well. The Philly. And it's not something anything. And from all what I see, it's gonna be a longer chapter. So that might actually be too faster.
Actually, that's the longest chapter in the arc. As I said, it even eclipses the climax chapter by just a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm gonna copy this. And thank you for being here, by the way. And I guess see you in 5 days because I'm not gonna do anything today anymore.
Okay.
And I feel my throat a little bit dry or hurt a little bit. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. And see you next time with more adventures outside of the TARDIS. Bye bye.
Bye bye.